Thank you very much, Chair Bost. And I don't think Brad Whitmore from Iowa is in the audience today, but I do want to shout out to the over 41,000 veterans we have in my congressional district. And I say that having a maternal grandfather who was in the Army, my maternal uncle was in the Navy, my father was Air Force. 6 of the 8 kids in our family served in the military, 1 in the Marine, 1 in the Air Force, the rest of the Army. The only branches of service my family has not served in is the Coast Guard and the Space Force, but I'll sign up for the Space Force, as well as the Army. I think the challenges that you all have presented to us as a member of the House Committee on Veterans Affairs for the past 4 years that I've been a member in regards to telehealth, in regards to modernization, getting our EHRs. I mean, active duty military has a functioning EHR system that is still driving cost in our VA system, and it's making it difficult for you all to engage in care in difficult facilities, and engage in care in the community. What we have done and promoted in community care is especially important. I live in a rural area of Iowa. I've lived in, very big areas such as San Antonio, Texas, which has a lot of military bases and VA facilities, worked at the VA facility adjacent to Bexar County. But what we've done in community care to provide access to veterans who either cannot get into the VA in a timely manner, or the distance where they live is too cumbersome. We have done good work on PTSD and suicide prevention, but we know we need to do more. And then let me also say that what we've done in trying to get employment opportunities, and this is both on the active duty side as you transition out, and for veterans who have already transitioned out of the military and their spouses, I think it is extremely important work that we do that may be non-traditional VA work, but it's extremely important for us in making our veterans whole. Taxes and GI Bill, need I mention those? But then I'm gonna just ask a question so we can get that done since my time's limited. Commander Contreras, the work your organization does in the adaptive sports program has done wonders for veterans over the years, and we're glad to see participating, increase over post-COVID. What changes do you think Congress could make to make the program to ensure that the benefit could be utilized by more veterans?
Thank you, Representative, for that question. DAV's programs with our Winter Sports Clinic as well as our Disabled Veterans Golf Clinic, it's an amazing event, and I'd like to ask our Voluntary Service Director, John Kleindens, to address your question.
Thank you, Commander. Adaptive sports is absolutely a life-changing event. There are many in this room, many watching today, whose lives have changed for the better as a result of DAV and VA's involvement with adaptive sports, more specifically the Winter Sports Clinic and the Golf Clinic. I think awareness for the types of programs and activities in the adaptive sports arena could be highlighted, and leaders like yourselves, executive leaders at VA, and their attendance and awareness and education about what we're doing at this event are truly rehabilitative. They're not athletes. They're coming to a rehabilitative event to get reintroduced into an activity that they did pre-injury. So I just think awareness and education and allowing the funding for these types of events to take place is of the utmost importance.
I thank you for that. We have a Quad City Veterans Outreach Program in Scott County, which is all voluntary, which recently purchased a school system from the city, which now has a program for adaptive sports, and I think it has done worlds of benefit for our veterans. I could not be a member of Congress if it were not for you all. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you do in defending our freedoms, our liberties, and our constitutional. I yield back.
Thank you, Dr. Miller-Meeks. Senator